Is that abuse? Absolutely not. Is that abuse? Absolutely not.
Okay, breaking news, you are trans. And before you start barking at me, have you ever tried cutting off your penis and pumping your veins full of estrogen? You haven't? Then how would you know that you wouldn't finally feel home? You would feel comfortable in your own skin. This terrible search for meaning and internal peace would finally end. How would you know that there isn't a little trans girl inside of you? A little tiny cute girl that you have chained for years and years. Give her freedom.
I'm a professional dog trainer. I work with behavioral cases, and I've been doing this now for over a decade.
What if I don't like it? Just start with the tip. Just not even the tip. Like part of the tip, okay? You might love it, then you continue inwards. Don't use like a cleaver or something. Just a little. If you hated it, that's fine. Stop then. Okay? Although I'm not sure this part would like deliver the whole experience. But okay, just try it.
I used to be an animal control officer, and so I used to literally go to court for the state of New York to determine whether or not dogs have been abused.
Now, the most jaded among you, the most cynical and hateful, might say, I actually like the tip. Okay, it's almost my favorite part. And to that I say, there are signs, genius. And if you meet one or more of these signs, you should start your journey as soon as possible. Okay, one of these signs, and this is actually a study that came out of Boston University, if you think that Hasan Piker did anything wrong by electrocuting his dog, you should take it off. Just cut it off with the balls. Just, you are not a man. You are a trans little girl, and that's a positive. That's a good thing. I don't care. I don't give a shit if he actually electrocuted his dog. I'm gonna make the case that if you care too much, you are a piece of shit. I'm sorry. This is my argument today. You are either an evil person who puts kittens in blenders and you are just trying to virtue signal to hide this fact that this is your favorite hobby, or you are a truly idiotic person with zero critical thinking. And I'm here to educate you. Lovingly, respectfully. Okay, I'm gonna be caressing your hair. Okay, before we start.
So I am a very good person to look at this and actually identify what is actual abuse and what is not. And of course, my experience with dogs, I'll go into what's happening. And so
the uproar, the anger, the fake indignation is leaps and bounds beyond what's warranted. He didn't kill the dog. He didn't shoot the dog in the head. He didn't skin it alive. He didn't even kick it. He used something that dog trainers use on a daily basis. Some people don't even know that. They think that's like something like an evil device that Hasan manufactured at home to torture his dog with it. And I want to get to the point that even if he did something wrong, people should chill. But let's address this first. Dog trainers talked about this. I'm gonna leave a link to a video in the description of a dog expert, and he said literally, well, he is right. He did nothing wrong. That's like standard. That should have been the end of it.
The correction timing, I should say, actually was perfect. The dog got off, he corrected the dog. The dog said, okay, fine, let's watch it again.
But even before that, what's the possibility that the #1 streamer in the world, or on Twitch, hence in the world, would do something like that intentionally on stream? Like, are you an idiot? Or do you think everybody's an idiot except you? Like, of course, obviously he wouldn't do that.
Guys, this dog has already forgot about this.
If he enjoyed torturing animals, he could afford a playroom. He would have a basement full of toys and red lights and things like that. Because every streamer is probably fucked up somehow. Like, they have like some sexual fetish, and like even Glenn Greenwald. I don't know why I'm bringing this up now.
I've used several e-collars. They are, again, they're great for dogs who are deaf. They're great for people who want to enjoy their dog completely off leash but need to get them back when they call them back. They're great for dogs who have a bite history and they want to keep their dog alive instead of euthanizing him because maybe they don't like other dogs and there's nothing else that can really reach them where they're at.
So your first assumption should be that this is okay. This is something that people do. That's just logical to assume that people aren't crazy. You know, you walk down the street and you see a group of people hauling ass towards something or away from something, and you assume that there is something dangerous coming. You know, the famous prank.
You guys can probably even hear it. It is aversive. Dogs don't like it. That's the point. But I want you guys to understand. The dog starts to get off the bed. The dog goes, gets back on the bed, lays down. Sorry about that, Dad. And if the dog is sensitive enough to vocalize and yelp because of the vibrate, that's really not on him.
But let's get to the point that I really want to make, which is, what if he did something wrong? What if you like kicked the dog or something like that? We would, you know, object to that. Hey, don't kick your dog, please. His female audience would say, please kick me. Can I be your dog? Here's the thing. If he did hurt the dog, that's a bad thing. But it doesn't justify the collective freak out of the entire internet. And by the entire internet, I mean XQC. No, I actually mean the entire internet. Like, even Jimmy Dore, who's like a political commentator in his 90s, did a segment on his show about that incident, the infamous dog gate. Just write a tweet about it. It doesn't deserve all that all that. It doesn't deserve all that.
He's correct, actually, that he just used the vibrate function and the dog was corrected. That collar only vibrates. He is correct. Is that abuse? Absolutely not, right? That is a dog who is very sensitive.
But isn't hurting animals a bad thing? Yeah, it's a bad thing. But here's my point. Let's go back to XQC. You know who XQC is? Extremely famous streamer. Like probably like number 3 or 4 on Twitch or something like that. I don't know, but he's famous on YouTube as well. And I apologize if you are a follower of this channel. You probably heard me bring up Gaza even when it's not warranted, but this time it is. XQC said literally what Destiny said. He said, I see no problem, or something like that. Like, that's the essence of what he said. I see no problem with genociding the Palestinians because they would have genocided us. It's like the argument that every genocide supporter makes. He also said that their doctrine is genocidal and, all that. So it's okay to exterminate all of them. This is the guy lecturing the world. He made like around like 90,000 videos on the same topic, Hasan electrocuting his dog. And I wouldn't have talked about it, except it's now everywhere.
He didn't do anything wrong. I think the dog was just sensitive.
It's been a month of people talking about it. Even Trump mentioned it. And here's the problem. When people virtue signal too hard, this is a red flag. These are not good people, believe me. When somebody virtue signals about everything, about every little thing. Let me give you an example. A while back, like years ago, somebody was caught on camera. Like, I think it was like a famous actor or something like that, spitting on his or her dog. I don't even remember who he was or she was. But I remember thinking, what the fuck is wrong with spitting on your dog? Is your saliva gonna hurt the dog? Are you gonna hurt its feelings? No to both? Then what are we talking about? Dogs have no feelings, at least attached to spitting. If I spit on you, I'm humiliating you, but this concept doesn't exist in the dog world. Dogs don't feel humiliated when you spit on them. It's like calling your dog a motherfucker. Is that wrong somehow?
Agree with everything he's saying.
It's like calling your female dog a bitch. What's wrong with that? She doesn't understand English. She doesn't understand human language. I'm gonna buy a dog and just name her bitch and make videos with her, calling her my bitch. imagine if somebody kept talking for years online about things he does with his bitch, and then we discover that his bitch is actually a dog. So we go back and he ends up in jail, of course, because he was doing bad things to his bitch. But the bitch liked it. She liked freaky stuff.
Is that abuse? Absolutely not, right? That is a dog who is very sensitive.
I'm sure you are so attached to the idea that dogs have feelings. They probably don't. But let's assume they have some form of feelings. They're not like human feelings, okay? Unless you can spit fire, literally, spitting on your dog is nothing to them. They don't understand the concept of spitting on them. So please, go today and spit. I made a video back then. I had another channel, and I made a video saying, what the fuck is wrong with that exactly? And again, if you think that's not a nice thing to do, or disgusting, why would you spit on your dog? That's fine. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but don't get it twisted. It's not immoral to spit on your dog. It's like fucking a dead chicken. I fuck dead chicken every day. Actually, I haven't eaten a chicken that I haven't fucked prior to eating it. Am I a bad person for fucking dead chicken now? And yes, I wash it before I do it to it. My point is, people are fake. I'm gonna talk seriously here because I wanna deliver actually what I believe. I believe that people are morally panicking over something that's very small. Dog trainers said that it was okay to use collars, and even if he did something wrong, it wasn't a crime. It wasn't a heinous thing. And people who are revolting against Hasan Piker, asking Twitch to cancel his, to delete his channel, they want to cancel him basically because he used standard practice in training dogs. The vast majority of them are just pieces of shit. They are immoral people in reality. The world is bigger than caring about a person putting a collar on his dog. Okay? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about animals because humans are suffering. By the way, this is a valid argument. Okay? Even if you care about dogs, you shouldn't lose your fucking mind because somebody pinched his dog, basically. And if you do, there is a problem in your mind. You're trying to signal something because you're not actually angry. Okay? You're faking that. You're trying to conjure the anger inside of yourself. We both know that. So why would you try to do that? You have a problem in your psyche. Fix it first. I'm absolutely serious. Okay? People are panicking over Hasan Piker. These are sick people. These people have a void inside of them and they're trying to fill it by taking the moral high ground on something that inane. Bye-bye.
He's correct, actually,